Hi, iHeart Tutors. This is Dr. Pletcher, and it's Thursday, October 24th. I wanted to send you a video because I'm going to be putting some new materials into the iHeart Tutoring Room that will be available for you on Monday. And so I wanted to give you just a quick instructional video on how to use these, just so you'll know what they're for. I've had a lot of tutors ask me about letter identification and sorting, and I think these will be really useful. They've just been sitting in my filing cabinet from when I used to use them in schools, and so I'm going to bring them to you because I think they'll be really helpful. They're from House, and they are called alphabet arcs, and they look like this. And I've got several here, and I'll show you the different ways to use them, but they look like this. You may have seen these before. So with these, you have the alphabet here at the top, and then you have an arc or a rainbow, okay, from A to Z. And what you're going to do is work with your students who really need letter identification. If they are coming to letters and they're not quickly pulling those letters up and automatic with them, this will help. And it's something very quick that you can do during the letter ID part of your lesson. So let me just show you how to use these really quickly. And usually you would put it flat on the table to do this, but I'm going to hold it up just so you can see it. Okay, and what we do. So you're going to see three different ones in the iHeart Room. You'll see this one, lowercase, all the letters arc. You'll see this one, lowercase, and just A, M, and N, and Z. Okay, you'll also see one of the same thing, capital letters, A through Z arc, capital letters A through Z, with just A, M, and N, and Z, okay? Most of you are really going to want to probably use these since the lowercase letters are what they see more often and probably where they're struggling, but you can, of course, use the uppercase ones if you see that that is necessary. So what you're going to do is you're going to give each child in your group a mat to work with, and they put it right in front of them. The first couple times you do this with them, by the way, it's going to take a little bit longer because you're going to teach them what to do with the letters, and it's going to take them longer to get the letters out, put all the letters here, and match the letters, which is what I'm going to show you. So you're going to see there are three actually of these, and then three of these. So if you have a group of three and you want to do uppercase letters, they're blue. If you have a group of three and you want to do lowercase letters, they're this pinkish red color, okay? So what you're going to do with these letters, and these are different than the magnetic letters we have. They're plastic instead of foam, and they do not have magnets on the back, okay, because we don't need the magnets. But what you're going to ask your students to do is carefully dump out the letters. And what they're going to do as they're dumping out the letters, and I'm just going to bend this down so you can see. There you go. That'll work. Is they're going to turn them all over like this. Okay, to where the right side is facing up, and they can turn them around. They need to, and I know we're going to have some backwards ones that are going to be a little confusing, like U and N and B, D, P, and Q, but that's okay. And then what they're going to do is then place their letters on the arc. And while they're placing their letters on the arc, they need to say the name of the letter. So they'll do this, and it's kind of like a little scavenger hunt because they're going to have to find the letters. So they'll find A, B, C, D, E, and so on, just like that until they have done all the letters here. Okay, now you see all the letters on this arc are present, so all they have to do is lay them on top. But remember, as they're doing that, they're saying the name of the letter, okay? So as soon as they have their letters here, and I'm just going to put a couple more here just so I can show you what you'll do next. Now, this part alone, you might have to do the first couple days and then you're done. So they put all the letters here and then you say, okay, now we're going to put them back. And that might be all you do for the first couple times just because it is going to take longer, trust me, okay? And again, as they put the letters back, they have to do it in order A to Z, so you need to demonstrate this. And they'll pick them up and say their names, A, B, C. Okay, so again, you're just getting them fluent with the letters, right, as they're putting them down and picking them up, okay? So then maybe on the third day after you've done this and they're getting a little quicker and they know what to do and the routine is set, Then what you'll do is you can just play some games with the letters, and the possibilities, y'all, here are endless, okay? You might say something like, pull down the F, okay, put it back. Pull down the J, name it J, put it back, okay? So you might just have them name letters. Another thing you could have them do is you can say, pull down the letter that says F. Great, put it back, say the sound F. Pull down the letter that says H, and they pull it down, and you say, awesome, put it back, say its sound. Okay, so you see how easy this is? Very, very easy to use. Another thing you could do is say a word that begins with a letter. Find the letter that, or I'm going to say the word cat. Find the letter that says the first sound of k, cat. Okay, so you'll have them pull down the C. Or you'll say, I'm going to say the word man. What's the last sound you hear in man? How would you make that sound? And then they'll pull down their letter N. Okay, so you can also show them a picture. Some of those picture cards that we have in the iHeart room, and say, here's a picture of a game. What letter starts the word game? Say it. Game. What do you hear? G, game. And they pull it down and they can say the word. So we're relating these to letters, letter names, letter sounds, and then words that they know. Okay, so, and you can be strategic about which letters you pick out according to what letters you're working on in your lesson, and what words might come up in their book for that day, or what high frequency words you're using. So if you're using look, you might want to have them pull down the L for look. Okay, all right, so possibilities here are endless, and you'll just do one activity a day. You'll have them place the letters, do an activity, put the letters up, and that's it. Very easy. Okay, you don't need anything else really. Okay, let me show you the other two, the other one. I don't need to show you the uppercase one because it's similar to that, but let me show you this one now. So this is the one that just has A, M, N, and Z. This is for your students who are getting a little more familiar with the alphabet and who know their letters in order and can find them easily, okay? Now to help them, they're at the top here, right? So they can refer up here if they need to. That's just a support. But again, it's the same thing. They pull their letters out, lay them all down on their mat, and then start placing them. A, what comes after A? B, if they want to put their M and their N here, they can. What comes next? C, okay? So again, we're just building fluency with letter names. All right, so a lot of fun. You can also go to Google and Google some activities to do with the Nijhouse letter arcs. And by the way, Nijhouse is not spelled like it sounds. So if you want to look it up, it's they're at the bottom of the mat here. It's Neuhaus, German, Nijhouse. Okay, and there are, like I said, just tons and tons of things that you can do with these alphabet arcs. So look for those on Monday, and please use them. They are there for your use. Just make sure the magnetic letters, and of course it's the children's responsibility, not yours, to put them back in as they name them. Put the little cap on, and you're good to go. Okay, happy tutoring.